Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the Fiery Furnace 10.0. Number 10. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. We are live on Instagram and YouTube. Currently 2,350 degrees in the front, 2210 in the back. Is it my turn to decide Stoke? It is. You want to do that, Phil?
Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, Andre. We've been since about 6:30 this morning, alternating between front stoking with pine and cedar slabs, and then side stoking with little pine strips, and have gotten all the cones in the front are down all the way through 13. In the middle we have 10, 11, and 12 is soft, top and bottom in the middle stack. And in the back on the bottom we have 7, 8, and 9 are down. I'm sure 10's probably going down by now in the bottom and the back. So just a heads up. But like I said, according to temperature, yeah, now it's 2330 in the front, 2206 in the back. So that's all in Fahrenheit. You're all right, ceramic, SKJ. I have several people that hit the request to join live, and I always ignore it because unless I've invited somebody to join live, I'm not gonna. But you're good. Hey DJ, good morning. What time am I thinking we will salt? It is 9 o'clock. I don't know. It's probably gonna be
20 minutes.
20 minutes now. I don't know. It'll probably be. I'll know more in the next probably half an hour to an hour. So I'll probably be live for at least an hour. So DJ, if you got things to do and you want to check back around 10 o'clock, I'll stay on at least that long, and I can give you a better idea then. So.
Bill got me. I got it.
Let's see. All right, this is Dawn from Canada. Met you during the Woodfire Conference. Awesome. Well, welcome here on live. Thanks for supporting us. Seth says 11 a.m. will be salty. So
I like it.
Seth knows.
Yeah,
even
Seth
though he's
knows.
not here.
Sure.
Hey Sally. Wow, Matt, can't believe it's number 10 already. I remember when your wood kiln was just a dream. Yes. Actually, you know what's funny, Sally? I was thinking the other day of the video that I made when I laid the last brick in the chimney. And I set up the camera and I sat on the chimney and watched the sunset. And I think I put that in the video. I was like, I want to go back and watch that. Because I was remembering back. Because, you know, when you have things that you're striving for, and then you have those moments where you're like realizing things like that are happening. It's pretty cool. And I wanted to go back and watch that because I wanted to like remember it, like refresh my memory of like, okay, yeah, at one point this was like not a reality yet. And it was like something I had thought about for years. And then I was getting closer and closer all the time to making it happen. So yeah, that's cool. Good morning, Bert. Hope you are doing well. Cynthia, good morning. So if anybody has any questions, I'll definitely be happy to answer. And sorry if I miss anything. So Kelly from Gibraltar in Europe. Gibraltar. What country is that in? Spain? Okay. Oh yeah. How many times a year do you fire it? The last 3 years or 2 years, we've been 3 times. Let's see, 2020. Yeah, so we've done 3 times 2 years in a row now, and this is going into the 3rd year. So, Sugar Creek Pottery from Charlotte, welcome. So yeah, so this year will be another 3 times. We're firing now. We'll fire again probably in July and November. So, and there's about probably, we didn't count pieces going in, but there's probably 650 pieces in here. Hello from Margaret River, Western Australia. Welcome. Man, you are Let's see. It is early for you because you're 17 hours ahead. That means, is it like 4 o'clock in the morning for you? That's, if it is. Hello from Boone. Welcome. What's a good glaze to try for a first-time wood fire? That's a great question. Any high temperature glaze will work in salt. It's late, 9 p.m. Okay, so I must be, maybe it's New Zealand that's 17 hours ahead. That's probably what it is. So you're only 12 hours ahead then. So yeah, any high temperature, depending on what temperature the wood firing is going to, I should say, but most people that wood fire go to a high temperature, at least cone 10. So really any of those glazes will actually work, and you'll just have to see how they interact with your clay and the atmosphere and the firing. I basically got John Britt's book on high fire glazes and found a few that I wanted to test, and that's most of the glazes that I use I got out of that book and just tested until I found ones that I liked. And then I had a few others give me one. There's a pretty popular recipe going around of one is called white salt, one's called yellow salt. The white salt I used, and then I modified it a bit to make it a bit whiter. So that's one I use very regularly as well. So Lisa, good morning, Matthew from Calgary, Canada. Welcome. How many different potters have goodies in this kiln? Well, let's see. Did Andy actually make anything to put in here?
Yeah, he put 2 in.
Okay. So we've got Aaron, Andrew,
I got you.
Mike, David, Joel, Andy, Ed, and me.
And Angie, if you want to come up.
And Brooks.
Oh, well, that's actually all that David brought was Andrew's.
Oh, all right.
I brought someone else's too. All right.
Right? So like 9. There's 9 potters that have stuff in here. So that's a lot.
But 98% is yours.
Yeah, but still, yeah, maybe 95.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did build the kiln.
Did you?
I've got that book. I was thinking of Gosu's Slip. Oh, the white salt sounds good. Yeah, look up. You should probably be able to find a recipe online for that white salt or yellow salt.
I think it's in that book too.
Is it? Okay. I will say if you find it, it's like 70 some percent like Nephilim cyanide, right? Isn't that what it is?
I think that's right.
Yeah. It's got like a huge amount of neph cyanide, but it's a beautiful glaze. At least for me, it has been. So, when are you going to start the reduction? Actually, Mike, we started the reduction yesterday afternoon. We're still getting some reduction, but the main portion of the reduction was done from yesterday, like late afternoon, early evening, all the way through the night last night. That sounded so weird because the sound echoed around this way. It sounded like somebody spraying water. Have you ever tried coal or barbecue biscuits to keep the heat steady? No, I haven't, but I know some potters that do that. They'll put charcoal in. That may not work as well in this style of kiln, but in a lot of other kilns, and they also do it for atmosphere change, all kinds of stuff like that. So, all right, you've got nephi in your cupboard. Good. Well, don't eat it, okay?
Don't mistake it for flour.
Yeah, it's not flour.
Yeah. Well, it tastes good.
It tastes like nothing.
At least it's cheap.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's true.
How about that tin oxide these days?
Oh, I went. Here's a funny story for everybody. Everybody's laughing already,
I didn't hear it.
but you haven't heard it yet. All right, so Andrew works for me part time, and he was making a list of all the chemicals that we might need in quantities, in general quantities. And I was going down the list. And I was kind of not thinking too much about it because I was in a hurry. And so I called our local supplier and I said, hey, here's the list of things I need. And when I got to cobalt carb, he had written down like 1 to 5 pounds just as like a ratio. And I didn't even see the one or didn't think about it. And I just said, oh, I need 5 pounds of cobalt carb, and went on down the list and I went to pay for it. And I'm like, why is I didn't get that much. And I looked and I was like, oh, yeah, $63 a pound for 5 pounds of cobalt carb is $300 and some dollars. So now I have 5-year supply of cobalt carb, and
you broke.
and I just said, well, that'll be my Bitcoin. In 4 years, I'll be like, yeah, y'all are paying 90. I got this stuff for $63 a pound.
Right.
Y'all should have got in early.
I tried to tell you that.
I should have bought in on 10.
Yeah.
Some places tin oxide's $95 a pound right now.
Thankfully, I don't use a lot of tin.
Well, cobalt, that is
Do you use
95.
any?
Is it?
Yeah, in the
Oh.
copper red,
Carb's a little bit
Yeah,
cheaper,
there
but
is.
yeah.
and probably even in the purple.
Yeah.
A lot of blue pots, that's right. Thankfully, the one glaze that I use cobalt carbon only calls for like 1%.
It's pretty small. Yeah.
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 So literally that cobalt carb, that 5 pounds will last me probably 5 years. And then 5 years from now when I have to buy more, I'll be like, why didn't I buy 10?
Yeah.
Just like I'm thinking, why didn't I buy Bitcoin when it was $4,000 and not $20,000?
Alright, so it's gonna be with talc too.
Yeah, talc.
It's gonna be like that, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did they lose a big talc mine or something?
No, there's too many lawsuits.
Well, no, one of them is shut down.
Yeah.
So they're pulling in French talc now.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
need
French talc.
French talc.
Yeah.
It's
It's white, it's not gray. Yeah, we just started for a while, yeah. We only started last week. We bought all this out.
French talc. It's 32 a pound at US Pigment. Is that cobalt carb? No, Casey, if you're telling me, sorry, I didn't mean to call you Corey. I'm just getting brothers mixed up. Are you telling me that cobalt carb is 32 a pound at US Pigment? I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna scream if I paid double.
I just won't tell you.
Mike, when will we salt? I'm gonna need to check cones, but it's probably gonna be at least 10:30, 11 o'clock. I don't always confuse you. You haven't been around enough lately, but you'll come around when we do that other kiln. So you've been busy. I've been busy. I noticed you're using a lot of lumber. Did you take down your neighbor's barn? No, it's not lumber. It's just I had some slabs from the local sawyer, and he was cutting boards, and some of it, if they were messed up, it just puts it in the scrap pile. So, is it $32 a
It's
pound?
worse than that. It's $28 a pound.
What?
Yeah. You need to call Star Wars. Be like, you gouged me.
Is it really?
28
What
actually,
about shipping
Casey.
Maybe with shipping.
You got to pay shipping, but
Yeah,
still.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How far is that?
What?
US, whatever close.
I don't know where you.
All right, Mark. Not knowing what I was doing, I bought a pound of cobalt oxide. That should last me a few lifetimes. Yeah.
I think I closed the page.
Yeah, it's not crazy if I have it shipped from there. I've had stuff when I did the crystalline. I had stuff shipped from there. All right, I'm gonna go away, cry in a corner now. They probably would take it back though if I really wanted to. But
It doesn't go bad.
no, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not saying I was gonna take it back. I'm saying they would.
Right.
It's $65 a pound per weight. $65 a pound. Joel, it's tin oxide is, black tin oxide is $65 a pound.
It's the gin.
What about like black tin oxide? What about white?
It says tin oxide black. Yeah,
I've never heard of black tin.
Me either.
yeah.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Me either.
Oh, there's just normal tin oxide.
Yeah, there you go. You'll be up next, right, Andrew?
Yeah, that'll be next. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, tin oxide.
It's $17 a pound.
No way.
Or 30
Oh.
rather.
Dang.
Yeah, 30.
Here, can you text me that link? I've never got from them before. That's crazy.
I mean,
Alright.
it's the first thing that comes up when you search US pigment. So,
I'm gonna
You
save
guys
that.
take it.
I'm gonna save that.
All right. I didn't mean to ruin your day, Casey says. No, you're just saving a bunch of other people money. So everybody that's here, if you need to buy pigments, oxides, go to US Pigment.
looking for a sponsor.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like,
Sponsorship. Hello, please. Yes, this is a lot of hard work, but it is. We're all having fun, as you can tell. Where are we at on the firing? Well, we are. By now, we're 36 hours in, and the front right now is 2,300 degrees, but it's been fluctuating between like probably 2,280 and 2,350. The back is at 2,217. So I just checked the cones. The cones, like see 10 and 11, we're going down in the bottom in the back. And then the top, I didn't even see 10 bending yet, but, so we're getting there.
Right, we should probably do a cold spray.
Okay. All right, let's,
I had this like here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm like, I mean, it can't be hard.
if you want to be ready with the shovel, Joel, after I do this, then we can.
Yep. You want me to hit the side first before I do that?
I can be ready with the same.
Yeah, Aaron can get the shovel.
I can get you.
Hey, this thing's smoldering over here.
I'm sorry. Let me stop it now.
Yeah, we can put some water in a bucket and bring it over here and dump it. Thank you, Joel,
No problem.
for letting us know and for such things.
Hey, I want to see you have a facility still.
Oh, yeah. I think we would all like be like, hey, put that out. I'm getting ready to stir the embers. I'm just using this 8-foot long 2x4. Just kind of moving the embers around to give them more surface area, make it burn more efficiently because the ember pile inside builds up pretty good during the firing, especially adding all this fuel that we're adding.
We should go ahead and do it now.
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for him.
Oh, wait, he's,
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was still going.
How's that?
Yeah. Whoops. That's a tough. Like I said I would. Did we throw in the stick?
No, it's right here.
Sprinkling on my hands. All right. Do you use the ashes for future ash glazes? No. Usually the wood that's been burned in here is burned a little too hot. Ashes that you would want to use for a glaze, probably just get out of a wood stove.
Or the brick oven supposed to go.
Matt and I are watching from Waterbrook Potters. Wish we were there. Hey Lindsay, hey Matt. Hope you guys are doing well. I've shown a lot of people the picture of all of our of us standing in front of that barn with all of our pieces from the workshop. Makes me happy every time I look at it, knowing that everybody made some really beautiful pieces out of that workshop. Especially being my first workshop that I ever put on. So.
How big is the?
It's pretty big. Dome is probably like from here to there, like that size dome,
Yeah.
and then I have a
You did.
straight back, and I have a flat wall.
Yeah.
And then out the front it comes out. I know there's a chimney.
Yeah, we're talking about doing another one, Lindsay.
Lower than.
If you have an idea of what kind of workshop you would like to see done,
Yeah.
with Joel and I were talking about it, because we're going to be coming back to Pennsylvania, to Lancaster, and it would make sense to do another workshop while I'm there. So
Hey, ask people what kind of workshop we should do.
yeah, that doesn't have to be a question just for Lindsay, but if not that you would have to come to my workshop, but if I was doing a workshop, what kind of workshop would you want to come to, of any kind or of mine? And if you have any questions about the firing, let me know.
Yeah.
In a ballpark figure, how many bricks do you figure you used to build this kiln? And did you consider making the bricks yourself? I did not consider making the bricks myself. But I probably knew at one point, probably right after I built it, I probably knew how many it took. A ballpark estimate, I remember I had 4 pallets. That was probably 4,000 in that.
You know.
I don't know. I would guess maybe 5,000 brick. 5 or 1,000 maybe. Maybe not that many. That sounds like a lot.
Actually, not. I think you're probably over that, honestly.
Really? Okay.
You're at least.
Well, there's my ballpark.
Yeah, it's a good ballpark. Yeah, I think I have 5 in mind. Yeah.
No.
I bet it was 10,000 brick at least. Yeah, like I said, I really can't remember. Well, let's figure this. Just in the arch here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15. So there's 30 per row. Just in the arch, that's 30, and that's 15 feet long. So yeah, I would need a calculator, but
You have to make space.
so 15 times
We're
12.
getting close.
That's it.
Hey Aaron, what's 15 times 12?
No. Oh.
Divide that by 9
20?
times 30 is 600. Yeah.
Yep.
So there's 600 brick in my arch. So you would think maybe more than that in the arch, but those are 6 by 9 bricks, so 6 inches this in thickness this way, 9 inches long. The whole kiln is like 18 on the outside, 18 by I think like 6.5. So you could do a general 18 by 6.5 by about maybe 5 feet, 5.5 feet tall. Anyway, there's some math you could do there. But what is the temperature now? Yeah, it will be as soon as you can, if the wood is ready, just give it a second, let it start going up.
Yep.
Because he just went in the front, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's climbing good. You can go. We're climbing now. The temperature 2320 in the front and 2220 in the back. So about 100 degrees difference by the parameter front to back. Nice kiln. Thank you so much. How many hours have been firing till now? We are about 36.5 hours in now. So we usually fire for about 40 hours is what I tell people. So.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, John. How you doing?
So strange.
Yes.
So I am live on Instagram and YouTube. So if you see me looking back and forth, I've got my iPad and my phone, one on each, that I'm live. So. Hey, Sharon. Hope you're doing well. What burns hotter, oak, maple, or pine? Well, BTU wise, I think sugar maple actually get more BTUs out of it than white oak, but they're like right there together. Most people that wood fire like to have oak, either cordwood or slabs. Pine, you don't get as many BTUs, but the wood burns up quicker so that you can add more fuel more often, and pretty sure it has like a longer flame to it, so we get better carry of the heat from the front to the back with the pine slabs.
But you know, like all of those.
So that's the short answer. Yeah, 2364. Yeah, that's all right. I mean,
We're not over 2,400. We didn't know
Yeah.
that yet.
what's the highest it's been? Maybe that.
Yeah, maybe in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, 2370 something.
Yeah.
It's about to hit that now. But that's all right. That's giving us. See, the what we're doing now basically is we're continuing to stoke the front, because you got to keep that main heat source of the front, all those embers built up in the fuel we're adding here, and it's from the front of the kiln to the first pots. It's like 6 feet, so you got all that space to build that heat up, and then as we're stoking the front, then we wait a little bit and then stoke wood in the side in between the stacks of pots, and piggybacking on that heat going from the front to carry it to the back. So. But yeah, 22, almost 2230 in the back now. So we're doing well on that, in that department.
Said it's freaking the show doing that.
Yeah. Not like yours though.
Scared. Did he tell you about that?
No. Got some scary moments.
Yeah, his first fire and the chimney, when we first did our first really big stoke around 1,500 degrees, and we stoked both sides, and it was like, woof, and like just, and it was the mortar separating from the brick.
Oh, wow.
Sounded like the chimney was gonna collapse.
Wow.
We kind of like stepped out of the kiln shed and just like stood there and watched, and we're like,
Here we go.
I literally was thinking, we're about to shut this thing down and
Yeah.
it's not gonna fire, you know.
But it
But
worked.
we just slowed down on stoking, did one side at a time,
Yeah.
and It pinged a little more, but not like that first time.
And it didn't ping at all the second time, so that was good. So it was definitely water related, yeah.
Do you have ports for the salt? We put salt in the front here. We actually have a leaf blower with a metal. This is our attachment for the leaf blower. So we have a hopper built onto it. We pour the salt in there, attach this to the leaf blower, and blow it in the front. That's how we get the salt in the front. We put a little bit of salt in the sides of the kiln as well. We do that by putting salt on boards and just sliding them in the side stoke hole. Question, how did the ancients know what cone they were firing at when there was no way of knowing the temps? That's a great question. Yep, they didn't know anything about cones. Obviously, that's a modern thing. But temperature-wise, they just looked at the color in the kiln. Actually, Joel and Andy and I had a great conversation with Ben Owen yesterday, and he was talking about growing up learning from his grandpa about firing and learning to fire without temperature probes, without cones, and knowing when to stoke by looking at the blowholes in the top of the kiln, you know, all kinds of just markers of knowing how to fire. And then, as you just said, draw rings, having, you know, little pieces, draw rings that you could pull out of the kiln. That's one thing he said. You could actually even take a little pinch of salt and like throw it into the kiln and see how it vaporizes and see if it lands and sticks on the pots or not. There's all different ways like that. And another way was mainly the color of the orange inside the kiln. So, hey Deborah, when do you put the salt in? We actually wait for the we've got cones we want down in the front and the middle. We're waiting as we're continuing to fire. The cones are gradually dropping in the back of the kiln. I want cone 11 down in the or at least going down in the top and the back of the kiln. So, and then after we accomplish that, then we put the salt in. You're welcome, Matt. Thanks for the question. Husk, I see the question mark on the drawings. I don't have drawings in here, but yes, that is a way that people would gauge maturity of clay and the salt accumulation would be draw rings. But my kiln is open enough that I can actually just open the stoke hole there and look in, and I can see the salt texture on the pots if I want to do it that way, or I can just put in a certain amount of salt that I'm used to using, and it's good.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I barely saw it.
Is there something, can you see?
Yeah, there's not. I don't think anything's going down yet. It's hot up there, obviously.
Is 10 down
On the bottom,
on the top?
I can still see it.
Yeah.
I think it's getting soft. So. DJ, are you still here? If you are, I can text you otherwise, but. He was asking, we were going to say, he was going to bring his drone and fly it around a little bit while we're firing and salting, yeah.
That'd be cool.
I told him to come back around 10, so he may not be here.
You ready again? Yep.
Little window right now.
Yep, I saw that. I think at Joseph's I would soak more like that. than I would a bunch at one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
remember at his place I would always prop up the wood I was going to use, and I would just do one board each time.
In some ways, it's easier. It's just
You're standing there longer.
and I don't mind that as much. It's just I feel clumsy often when I'm trying
Yeah.
to do it because I'm trying to do it quickly and then also
Yeah.
like not push too far and stuff.
It does help you kind of spread out the wood in
It
different
does.
directions.
Yeah.
I think that's because that's what I would do. I would always like,
Yeah.
all right, put one that way, one in the middle, you know, and I'd kind of fan them out.
Yeah.
Not that that probably really matters, but so hot.
I would say, yeah.
What type of wood are you putting in? Mostly now we've got pine slabs that we're putting in the front. We had a bunch of cedar slabs earlier as well, and then we have the strips that we're side stoking with our kiln dried pine, like furring strips. How much wood do you typically use per fire? That's a good question. Probably my guesstimate is about a cord to a cord and a half of hardwood and pine each. Like I said, I'm not great at guessing cords, but
What's going on?
Yes.
beautiful
Yeah.
crackling fire. Yes. Let me check the cones before you step.
You wanna look here?
No, I think those are. Well, get that head up there. It's going soft. Slightly down.
You think?
Coming through. Quite literally. That's pretty efficient for the size. Yeah, I think that amount of wood is pretty efficient for the size. If I built a great system inside the firebox, it might be a little more efficient, but I haven't wanted to take the time to build one each firing. So my son and I are watching from Wheatley, Ontario. Love your videos. Thank you. What part of Ontario is Wheatley? I lived in Toronto for a year, or around Toronto. My husband wants to build a gas kiln like yours. How many bricks did you use, and did you make a video of it? I did not make a video of it. I think it's between 400 and 500 brick in my gas kiln. Those are all soft brick. Yeah, I've had a lot of people request like plans for it or whatever, and I didn't build it myself. I bought it from somebody that made it. And so I probably need to do a video, or at least showing some details of it, and then people can kind of do their estimates from there. Down about an hour away from Detroit, Michigan. Well, I probably have gone really close to where you live, because when I lived in Toronto, we went into Detroit and went that way. So went from Toronto down to Detroit. Have you ever noticed that the outside temps affects building up the temperature in the kiln? No, I don't think it does. We did notice some atmosphere a little bit yesterday. It was raining from yesterday afternoon through the night, and a lot of the like dark smoke from the reduction was kind of like getting pushed down and stayed inside of here. That's probably more the effect than outside temperature would be. Kind of atmosphere change and pressure.
See what you mean. Good. Definitely not fast.
The other thing with Joseph's though is that the door went straight up,
Yeah.
and so then you can grab wood and just put it in, and you didn't have to worry about that being there.
Yeah.
Or you could put the wood on this side and then pick it up and put it in, you know, because the door went up, you know, the door in the way. So, yeah, this one, you're probably better off standing over here and grabbing it and doing it, pushing it in left hand, which is what you're doing. Because otherwise, yeah, you get it. So, standing there.
It's just hand more than anything else. It's
Yeah.
just like that extra foot or something, and it's so much harder.
To my turn.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do. Whenever you're ready. Did you notice any of the cups in there? You can still see the wax resist.
Oh, can you do it?
Yeah. There's some on the shelf right to your left inside that section. Look before you do any stoking. You can definitely see them on the other side. I think Joel pointed it out. I think. Wasn't it you?
Yep.
We'll go with that next time. Sure. Okay, well, I'll just do this. Right now.
I'll tell you about the lumber. Did I tell you about his lumber? This oak over here stacked up. But we went to pick up a tree over this church that's at the end of the road, like a mile away. And we got there and there were sections of oak, red and white oak that were like, a yard in diameter and like straight as a nail for 30 years. And they wanted us to cut it up and burn it. And I convinced Matt not to.
Well, then you made the boards. Is that what the boards?
Yeah. That's what the boards came from.
I mean, all that wood that you can see straight through there, that's the same trees,
Uh-huh.
just the parts that we cut up for firewood.
Yeah.
And then we still have enough to do all that, and more other people came and got wood. And it was like 5 or 6 giant trees.
Yeah. And they still have more.
Oh yeah, and there's like 3 cut down behind his house
Yeah.
that. There you go.
I think that's my preferred method.
Yep, it worked. I just put them in that bin over there, Aaron.
No. I should not.
He's tired.
Hey, Grumpy, is that what you said?
Not very nice. It's good. Awesome teamwork. Yep. Well, good. I'm glad it's a nice point of view. Could you take the camera and walk us around your kiln? Maybe show the chimney if possible. Yeah, I can. The problem is my Wi-Fi. I'll probably lose signal. So, are you on schedule? Yes, we are actually on schedule. How much sleep have you gotten since you started the firing? Not enough. Since we started the firing, probably only like 8 hours in 2 nights. All right. All right. I'm gonna take the Instagram people outside and show them the kiln and then I'll do it for YouTube.
Yeah. How does he? Oh, it's on like a pulley.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a cinder block or two in the top, so it stays, but you have to make sure that it's still up against the ceiling. And then,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're like, so you've got dirt like that, you just start from the center, from the other side.
I think maybe I'll actually just move both tripods out in the yard for a few minutes, and y'all can watch from out there because I think it'll still have good. There still will be good signal out there.
Yeah,
So-
need help and some folks need help.
Taking a journey. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go. You guys may be a little crooked now, but how tall is the chimney? Yeah, that's I'm guessing 20 feet. I don't remember if I measured it or not, but yeah, I could have made it taller, but it's volume-wise big enough that it doesn't need to be any taller than that, and it gets it above the metal. And there's no wood, even on the inside of the kiln shed, within like 3 feet of the chimney. It's all metal. So, but I'm gonna go inside and inside the kiln shed and stoke and help. So I'll come back. If you guys have any questions, I'll try to catch up in a minute. Are you noticing any wear and tear on the kiln, this being number 10? Yes, I definitely have. You can see inside the salt build up and the ash, definitely starting to eat away at some of the brick already. So, but it's all part of it. Yeah. Oh yeah. His didn't have. It went into a hill, but not. And his was flat. It had.
But does it lose height? It loses.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to someone say that a kiln should be in the shape of like a canyon. I'm like, that is crazy to think about.
Dan Owen was talking about that a lot of the Asian cultures, they say a kiln should be in shape of a kiln. So
I never heard that before.
when he rebuilt his grandfather's kiln, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't have a hill to dig into, and I didn't want to go all that concrete. I had to do metal work. Get all of there. I had to do it all of there.
Well, you would have had to dig.
Yeah. Eventually, once the drains do concrete, I don't want to fill them full of water.
They had to happen.
Whenever he's done that.
Oh, how are you two want to do?
Oh, yeah.
Show me the way.
Oh, what? I think I was thinking about that. You still do that? Yeah, that white did a really good job saving to it.
Yeah,
That's great.
yes, it does. What's that? What'd you say?
Yeah, you're walking away from the front station. Yeah. Get my fingers out of the tips, it's hot.
And then when they get hard, you can't eat it all.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, there's probably not a big market for different size welding
Well,
gloves.
yeah, but I'm sure if I went to like a specialty store, store
It's sort of a precise thing.
and paid
You're
money,
right.
Welding, like,
but as often as we go through with them, go through it, it doesn't make sense.
Right, yeah, they get any specially made.
Yeah, see, I'm already decided.
Even specially made ones are gonna last you 2 or 3 fires,
Yeah.
you know. For like 5 years. The first thing he jumped off, and we got a picture, Samuel took a picture of him. He was basically going from the concrete down to this rock area here, and he was basically stretching that span.
what was it?
A wolf spider.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Did I never show you that picture?
I think you did.
Huh?
They dangerous?
No.
No, they're not dangerous at all, but
Do you guys have, what kind of, do you guys have anything real dangerous here at all?
Black widows.
You don't have black widow?
Oh yeah, lots of them.
And actually the,
Brown blue?
they're
Yeah.
even worse. They're deadly.
Right. I've never seen some, but I know. And then snake flies, you have copperhead and
You're not close to water.
Y'all, Matt, y'all have rattlesnakes down here? We were talking about that at dinner the other night. I mean, I've spent a lot of time in the mountains.
There's not a lot of them, but
And I've never seen one.
my brother killed one deer hunting one time. He walked in the stand and started to rattle at it. He had black powder. He shot at it, missed, had to go reload.
We could have just like.
I wouldn't want to get that close to hit it with anything.
Yeah,
We have water
Well, they've been nasty. We have copperhead, we have some rattlesnakes, but not.
Copperhead.
My brother had one behind me.
We also have cottonmouths down the east. Y'all don't have those maybe.
Yeah, I was most fascinated by cottonmouth when I was younger, looking at them in the book.
We were in Okotoks one time, the Outer Banks, and we were staying at this house that was on the side of a canal, and across from the canal was like a marshy area, and I was fishing on those deer, and one came swimming. You can tell a cottonmouth different from other water snakes because the whole body of the cottonmouth floats. They use their whole body to swim. Water snakes just use their heads, and they're not for venom. And there was like a garden hose leaned up against the tree behind me, and I went to try to like not be standing on the place where the cottonmouth was coming at and scare it off. I was aiming to do it. Did not care. Those things were monsters. So yeah.
It's a modern day
No,
dinosaur.
I couldn't. Like it was
That
fast.
crocodile's more so.
And I mean, I was slashing at it, going fast as I could.
Hey everybody, sorry I haven't been over here to answer questions, just taking a break. Let's see.
I was trout fishing once, I don't know what it was.
Told you the wind and cold were coming. Yeah, it's actually not bad for the weather for this firing. It's been great.
All of a sudden I looked down, and the snake was completely wrapped around.
Husk, if you're still here, this kiln is modified from the one I've seen during Andrew. Sorry, my brain. Stevenson in the mountains of North Carolina has one just like this. His is a little bit longer and a little bit taller, and that's two of the things that he said he would have changed about his design if he had to do it over. So when I built mine, I changed the plans based on the design he had. But I didn't have like plans to go by. I just kind of drew it out, laid it out, and built it from there.
On like a Saturday morning or something, and then he came back to the dock and stuff, and wheels and stuff down, loaded out into the middle and took a nap. He woke up, there was a snake like on his belly.
Oh my
Curled
God.
up in the middle of the pond. Yeah.
Did he scream?
He just threw it, he says, like, so, but man can swim, but like, he just like threw it and swam back.
Oh my God.
I've been so
I would-
upset.
I had a mild heart attack.
Maybe a big piece would be great.
Little girl, like the people. Looks like you.
It's all quiet over there. It's all quiet. Nobody's talking to him.
My turn on the side. Right? You went last time on the side?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Is that temperature going up again?
Yes, it is. We're 2234 in the back right now, so we're good. But 2250 is like cone 6, technically by air temperature.
Oh,
I think.
Code 6 is almost like 22, right?
22, okay. So 2250 maybe like 8 or something.
I know, so it's between 5 and 6 is 2190, that's about like 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because cone 10, 11, 2250. Like one of these.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't feel comfortable.
Yes, that's the crazy thing.
I don't know. So, and as soon as they're done, like as soon as I'm done smoking, so, and I'm looking for the fire. So,
Like that cinch in the top of my head.
I don't see how to do
This-
it, so I'm just kind of like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm doing? Yeah, that would be okay.
Really hot.
No, I have a little thing.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, I don't want to stink up yours.
Sure.
Right here.
So, I worked all day yesterday, and the first stack with the back stack down, I'll do the second stack. I didn't keep it all under just but I got enough glaze that I probably that has to be done. So hopefully by the 15th, so then I should be finished.
Danielle calls it my home.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, that's fine. Anyway,
You gotta do what
I'll
you
shoot you a
gotta do.
text when I'm headed home. And I'll just need a minute to come through and I'll be ready. Sure. I mean, that's it'll be nice to have a company. Yeah, I'll shoot you a text. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Love you. Alright. Okay, bye.
Just good for you to be on the phone. So I hope you get there. So you really welcome. I have a great number. Oh, they will usually like sea salt.
What's that? Oh, they want to see salted.
Yeah. Hope y'all like this view out here. I'm not standing out here talking, but Corey, when do we decide to add more wood? Yeah, we're watching parameter, and you also kind of gauge it by, flame, and all that stuff. So there's several factors, but mainly parameter. Hi from France. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate you giving us a window into your firing world. Thank you so much, Husk. Appreciate that. Don't let the singing spring birds fool you. Final winter is coming. Yes. Had several robins huskered down against the cold northwest wind in my backyard yesterday. Yeah, it's going to get cold again. Can't figure out what it wants to do. We should be like adding salt within maybe half an hour to an hour from now. So.
Like went on vacation, drove out for a little while, and told the guy he would get back with me. The guy like just something down, but then it turned out to be
You could benefit from having a little skid loader for how much you lift stuff up.
I still think that.
Like, what would be your budget if you got one? Because, I mean, they come up, we have a lot of farmers that have a lot of skid loaders around our area, and like, sometimes you can get good deals, depending on what you want. I don't need one because I have asphalt in the back of mine, and I have, the guy, the owner has a forklift, and he lets me use it all the time. But like, when you bring wood in, and you can just go, woo, and just drop it wherever you want it, and I put it on 2x4 so I can cut it all up right away, and it's all strapped in.
You okay? Are you still with us, Matt?
That's a lot of work left in that office.
Right now, the budget is zero.
We need a miracle. Let it rip, baby, let it rip. That was hungry that time, really ramping up. I think it's me in the back. Flame looking good?
I can also check with them. I don't know if they were volunteering or. Brunt will be a discount code, so if anybody ever wants to buy Brunt,
Oh,
like 20%, I think.
welding boots by any chance?
Imagine if somebody
Atta boy.
Hey, John, if you're still here. Corey says minus 32 Celsius this morning with the wind chill here in Sask, Canada. Yeah. Sharon, I love you, Woodfire Pottery. I got hooked on it during the pandemic and started doing pottery again. It's an amazing community to be a part of. What type of kiln are you using? Your work is beautiful. Thank you. This is a cross draft kiln, and just one chamber. That whole thing there is just one single chamber with a main firebox at the front, and then we side stoke in those side stokes there, so those holes there. John Hunter, how much wood do you add each stoke? We're doing probably 5 or 6 big slabs in the front each time we stoke the front. And the side, we're just doing like 2 to 3 pieces in each of the side stoke hole windows there. So, hey Sharon, you're welcome. Corey, it's sunny and in the 40s here in Dixfield, Maine. Awesome.
Oh, that is a great deal. Too, but like, I fell in love with the game. And now my kids are way better than I was.
I'll check cones here in just a minute again, and then we'll be doing the salting before too long. I know most of y'all, if you came to watch this, you'd like to see that part as well. So.
We had some of that. That's probably, oh yeah. Makes the pots look better. Hey man. What's up? Not this. A little hotter than when I left yesterday. I hope so. If not, we're bad job. You're up again. I feel like it just did. I mean, I'll do it for you if you want. It's always when you sit with your phone, time just flies.
Yeah.
Especially if you're enjoying what you're looking at. If it's email, it's easy to like.
I don't get many emails anymore though.
Oh, really? Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
You can answer my email. I probably get about Maybe 50 to 60 a day?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I used to when I worked at Real Dog.
Actually, if you pull two pieces out.
Yeah,
When I
we
worked
did
a real
too.
job. I love how you guys do, you know, you are working a real job. Are you are you production, are you producing, is that what you're doing now?
Yeah.
That is a real job
I
though.
mean, sure, yes. But like a
And so
corporate
many
job.
people say that. I think that potters need to be a little bit more confident in their
A
role.
corporate job. When I worked a corporate job,
There you go, your corporate job.
I would have to answer 50 to 60.
What was your corporate job?
I was a fine art
Top of the
painter.
back.
Okay.
I called for you on that last year again, so I don't think you were there.
I was doing, I looked upstairs.
I figured you were working.
Yeah,
Putting stickers on pots now?
I've already got them ordered. What a time saver, oh my goodness. I told my wife last night, because she helps me off and down doing that part, and it's like, man, what a time saver.
Don't forget, let it sit overnight after you wipe them off. Or you'll be like, I hate Joel, these stickers aren't sticking anymore.
So if the clay is, if it's really dry, it sticks to it really well.
Just start in the middle and work your way out.
Okay.
Like
Are you using are you using bicarbonate soda? No, I'm actually going to use salt. I'm not using soda in this. Let's see. Every time you do something you love and it's fun, it's not a real job. There you go. That's right. I think they're laughing at what y'all were talking about your career or
What's that?
job. Oh, somebody said every time you do something you love and it's fun, it's not a real job.
Yeah, it's because we get to play all day.
That's right.
Everyone else has to work.
Thank you, Ben. Yep. You know, I should actually make sure I have salt. Actually, didn't we put it in the back of the shop? We had like a full bag, remember?
So, run. Right off the DC Drive, like on the left, in front of the dump.
Oh,
You would, yeah, it's okay. You missed it.
I've missed it.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
I'm not looking for it.
Yesterday, I told them that I would take them on the way home from the Children's Museum, but we kind of were running out of time because we stayed to play like way too long. Anyway, so, yeah, it was so fun. Yeah, it is. I have a pie. So, I don't get back in time. I'll text someone about getting it. Probably be back up. To have a pie, I'll probably be like an hour and 30 minutes. The what? Burger King? Oh, I've never tried that. They're like fries that are chicken? They're like chicken tenders or chicken nuggets, but like
How
fried.
you doing? You all right?
Yeah, we're good. We're just looking for that stuff.
Hey, I gotta leave soon and go get it handy because
We had I bought some Mexican salt last time, but this is. They were in it.
Oh yeah, we're always so organized.
attaboy. Oh man, that's sweet.
You want me to?
last time I went, I bought like 6 bags. I'm like, I'm not gonna have to go back to it.
Right?
Yeah.
I did it by myself last week.
How many bags does he go through? Yeah, sure, I got you. It's sun's coming out. How about that?
You got it?
Excited to have that on wood.
Thanks, Dad.
I mean, yeah, within like an hour.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah. Right, side strokes, right?
The one that we just go over to the back front, it's like almost there. It's like past Starbucks.
Because I could, yeah, not really. Need to see it with me.
Yeah, why don't you let Joel go
Well, I might have taken the guy.
to Burger King? Okay, that might take 30 minutes. It's not like you take 30 minutes, but you've got to go. Yeah, I'll get the start. We'll start with that. So we'll go practice the start. That way you got your start. So practice the start. Get that. It's right off the highway.
Still going good.
Not for me.
Yeah, so I'll look at my phone. So here, I can get
pick you up right now. We're gonna run a tractor supply and get some salt and some out there. So. We'll pack up the
Hey everybody. Sorry we had a little urgency there of trying to find the salt, which I had a bag left over from last fire and we don't know where it is, so Joel's going to get that. So so yeah, y'all just hang out here and we will be salting in probably 30 to 45 minutes when he gets back. Can you set 2 waypoints in the sky and have it just go to the
There are programs to do that. I'm gonna look at Jones real quick.
No use for that. Sounds like a herd of angry bees.
It does. Aaron, tell me when you get ready to stoke, okay?
Right, DJ.
Hold on, one second. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna try to do that same thing because it's a pretty dramatic.
Turn your front seat. Someone's gonna be attacked. There you go. Right behind you. They're going. Feel like
So what color did you say was down in the front?
13.
Oh, so you're fully down. And in the back, you're what?
Top, you can see the 10 and 11 are soft. So pretty much you can get that soft.
What are we doing here? You want your people out.
Just when the ship started.
the ship started
mind got out there, and I was like, I better stop, and then I kept going, and then it fell.
So, you know, I use Star Red and the Star Red 6, and the last batch that I got was stiff. So I was having, that's why I wanted to get a pug there, because I really need a pug everything. This last ton that I got, I've been getting into it, and it's significantly softer.
Yeah.
So I'm still hugging it in order to get my consistency all the same with my reclaim.
Yep.
But it's much softer this time. I don't know if they've got some of the different running machines.
Yes,
Do they?
they, instead of having two tons, they
Okay.
have like tons,
Okay.
and they send it over every 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, this ton was soft. It was good to throw it, like for making bugs. But I could definitely see making something live that would be yes.
And it varies with them, either really soft or not. There's not really a cool.
And I have found when I extrude handles with this batch of clay, I have to let my handles sit hard enough. Because if I put them right on, they'll smooth right off. But like there's not enough structure in them. So. Where do they process it? Well, they do it there.
Kind of like,
Right. Yeah. That's where they process and bag their clay.
yeah, it's in the lower part of that building, where all of that.
I thought it was done outside of my drawing.
Well, no, I'm sorry, it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
So it always comes back to this one. And how much do you put in on the sides?
Yeah. I could have sworn it was back there.
It is expensive. And, you know, when I start at 12, it's at 1,000 degrees, so I work it up to 1,600. And at 1,000 degrees, it's not bad, but when you get like to 1,400 or 1,500, when you stoke and put in it, we're talking just like 5 logs and 2 pine strips. The audible sound difference, as it is just sucking air in as that heat creates. You're not there anymore. So look at it now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're doing Renaissance stuff. Now, other than what you have in here, what other types of things are you going to be taking for that? Now, do you have all of that, or do you have to send that back to them?
Yeah, she's one of those pirates.
Okay.
great that Laurie just called it.
So, what are your long-term plans? That is okay.
Corey, what kind of salt do we use? Sorry for just hanging out in there. We are using, I just use like a livestock salt that's like 99% pure salt. So,
I know that's it's a unique style. Well, not a unique style. It's a different style. I think
yeah, we're just waiting until I could end the live stream and come back, but there's no point in doing that. So we will be salting here 30 or 45 minutes. I can move the camera inside for part of that and then back out here. But we'll be doing that fairly shortly.
You're up.
But I don't doubt at all that, that's so as well. You okay? I got one earlier in the back of my head.
What is your name again?
Andrew,
Andrew. Oh, we've met before, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think it was the last
you've been
time.
here when he did a firing.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
How things going?
It's going well.
Good.
Going well.
Stink up the can.
Now, are you full-time potter or do you?
No, I'm a pastor and I work with Matt 1 day a week.
Okay, that's right. So where do you pass that?
In a, roll hauler, I work with Winston, Arabian church there.
Okay.
DJ, it's literally testimony pasteurized. That's okay.
got mad. Well, we used to cut her in wrong. Yeah, I just told him we had to hold on to Stoking too, but. But they fire, they build so big, they fly so quickly, you know, they fire so quickly, and then they're like, oh, there's cracks, how did that happen? Well, yeah, like, we know why it happened.
It's kind of a surprise to me that nobody's about to develop some competition because that's extremely hard.
Yeah, US, especially popular as other has gotten.
Yeah.
Thanks to someone, you know. Especially with this one, yeah.
And I think COVID.
You know, started sort of a curiosity journey in me.
It will be, yeah.
Matthew, where your cone's in the back, which people are you looking at it from?
Over here, okay. I do top and bottom, but, They're all on this side this time. Sometimes I put them on one side or the other based on what's already set in the kiln, but they just worked out that they were on this side this time. Yeah, once Jill gets back, we'll high tech right here, boy.
Yeah, it is. How do you get the job done?
Go.
That is all.
Done very well. Considering how I wanted to burn myself to death the first time.
Okay, you're still here to tell the tale.
Okay.
Matt, this is the best like inventory.
It's mainly probably well, and the first stuff we got from is really old stuff. But a lot of it. That's considered right there,
Yeah, I wouldn't even know you say or study the math.
Yeah, we should get.
If you can get the door form when it's ready.
We're not there yet.
And you'll be ready and I will.
It actually feels good.
Huh?
We need a Pyrex one.
Oh. Yeah.
Never mind, sorry.
Thank you.
And then And this one, this water here is actually just to pour on the boards and then put the salt on the wet board. I guess we could just spray the boards down with the hose, but.
So Andrew can do his live.
Huh?
So Andrew can do his live.
Yep.
He's kind of feeling it.
That's what Joey makes every time.
Yeah, see, we,
Well, I think you probably get growing up. Like, several of us will probably watch New Jack City growing up. But. New Jack City, way too young for sure to watch it.
So why is there that
New Jack City.
Hey, it's been good for us, for Ward and I, to be able to watch our kids develop their own style in what they listen to without us having to tell them what to do.
So in high school,
It's Christ honoring, what they're doing. Sure, go that direction, that's okay. And actually, we found some music that we wouldn't have otherwise, you know, it's like, it's taught us to branch out a little bit.
Yeah. That takes some time
Oh,
to do by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you cut them all, so they were different stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did hot dogs,
Oh, yeah.
s'mores, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Try this one out.
Matt, have you ever helped with a soda fire?
I have not. That kiln was gonna be my first set of fire hammer, and it wasn't hot enough to put soda in, but.
Can you use a wood kiln, just alternate between salt and soda? Right, and you spray it and everything. So you've done so far. What differences in placement?
So, you know how you get like the orange peel?
Right.
This,
Huh?
it's a lot more smooth, it's still shiny, and it's still kind of metallic,
Okay,
but it's not dimpled like that.
okay.
And it, like salt kind of turns greenish,
Right.
you know, especially when you put it off, so it's like greenish. You can't really tell the difference, I mean, it depends on how much soda you put.
Okay. Right.
But you can't really tell the difference between the two.
Well, because in the end, you're saying sodium, like it's sodium chloride versus sodium carbonate. And once, you know, so the sodium is what's doing it, but it is obviously going to versus liquid. Really?
But we also didn't add the kind of, like, method of, well, a half.
Yeah.
And
That's-
we,
That's the company Matt deals with though.
we use like a little garden sprayer.
Right?
And we put like, in this one,
Really?
and then, we think it's for the.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
Right.
Hey everybody. Hey RK Pottery, if you're still here, welcome from India. Other than the amount of pots you can put in the kiln, what's the difference between wood firing, gas firing, and electric firing? The main difference is atmosphere. So in an electric kiln, you just have electric current running through coils, so it heats up the air but doesn't change anything about the atmosphere. In gas and wood-fired kilns, you're changing the atmosphere inside the kiln by having a combustible material, either the wood or the liquid gas, and so that can change the amount of oxygen inside the kiln. In a wood kiln, the wood that's burning, the ashes from the wood land on the pieces and create some sort of a glaze and surface. So we did not salt yet, but hey, from San Diego, we're going to be doing that soon. Soon as Joel gets back here with some of the salt. I thought I had some and realized we were out. So River City Mike, hey, Montana here. I taught you how to throw pottery. Well, I'm glad you learned. Thanks for showing up. Sorry, the sun is very bright behind my cameras. I can't hardly see. But probably in the next 20 to 30 minutes, we'll be doing salt. As soon as Joel gets back, we'll get everything ready and do that.
They had it their way at East First customers.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. The lady was like, well, we don't start serving food for until 11 a.m. And I'm like, she's like, it's okay, we'll just do it now. First got the Whopper, like, full Whopper.
The coffee was perfect, by the way.
Good.
I'm okay. I try to do just one a day.
Very good.
Yeah. Well, in seminary, I drank
Yes.
way too much
Wait,
coffee.
yep.
Burger King.
Like I just said, they had it their way at East First customer. Very good burger
The
customer.
food must have been fresh.
It was a special food No, they did great. But we were the only. Because the breakfast menu.
For a little while, like we would drive by. And then one day we got in line to get
Something for the burger.
burger. And we literally sat there
They didn't run
15, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Before we even ordered.
We didn't order.
Oh, we didn't even order, that's right.
The line didn't. I got all one go across. We sat there for 15 minutes. Go across the street and
make 2 apple pies and you want to start. Well,
There's some stuff. Yeah, we don't know that. Somebody has some problem. I had somebody send me, I don't know if you might know, somebody sent me a message wanting to know they lost a recipe card. And like literally, it was just within a few minutes, I was calling back and I sent them a picture of the recipe card. Like a week or two later, I get a $25 Starbucks gift card in the mail from this people. For sending them a photo
well,
of the
then we
recipe
actually
card.
sent them back and actually.
So I sent them a thank you card in the mail, and I put 2 recipe cards in the thank you card. It's like 25 for a recipe card, like, come on. Sure, you gonna send me $25 gift card?
You want one? You don't have to give us anything.
No, we have
We have them in
too.
there. Yeah, they're printed out, they're,
I got one last time, and I was like,
well, we used to try to put them in there, but sometimes people just scratch the cards out and they'll just oh, that's why you didn't have one in it. Right, I thought you meant
The
maybe.
card
a-
didn't survive.
Right, yeah.
We put a card in there, but.
Yeah, you can have, you take one.
Had a card
Think of a good savory recipe for it, let me know. A little pot pie.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right, yeah, you're right. I forgot about
I'm
that.
very spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm very spoiled.
Well, we have to make fresh.
It takes so much time, but it was so much fun for us too. Well, he didn't make any last time either, but I had it sitting around that I put in here. Wasn't that it you did? Oh, right. That's right, but I also put a bowl. We only have like 10 pieces of all my leftovers.
Yeah, I heard you talking, so.
But I look back at the photos, you know, most of it was expired. There was a few that I took a couple of casseroles No, I got to like 1850. Okay. I need to move it out and sell it. Then tell me about it. I have something.
will it stick?
They probably need to be ready for it.
Okay,
Well, no, well, there,
Other side.
yeah,
okay.
it starts to,
But you can find huge kilns
Right.
down the road.
and then a couple of good, I also found a couple of constantly,
Oh, just patio.
well, and just oaks that were doing the wear. Cause that's what we did, Kate had post,
Did you go already, Andrew? You did?
but, Kate had post. So we did
Yeah, I think I remember the castle, some sort of a cement that you travel on or something. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, quite a few of them have like cement
Sure.
Well, it was better than nothing on the top.
Yeah.
Still out.
Nine AM, Santa's coming.
You know? I think I've only ever seen that movie one time. Sometimes go over there and just.
That's one of the only, that's one of the few I've seen.
Oh, that's
Father.
That's the wrong salt. I ain't going back. I remember I think I remember, because you sent me a picture of that for me to get my own salt.
Hello. Hey, it's so good to see you too. Oh, good, happy morning. Good, happy.
That's the last bag they had. Or what got more?
Alright. Alright.
You want me to get my outfit back on?
Yeah. We'll need, 1, 2, 3, 4 people for the salting process.
For the assaulting process?
Hi, Nathan. Hi. What?
Get some good video?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. When you stoke this front, man, the flames coming out are awesome.
So, is Andy?
On the way to.
So,
We have some stuff out there in the fridge, spot those in there.
okay. I'm gonna move the cameras back in here so they can see all this. All right, we're getting ready to do some salt. We're doing the first round of salting, so I'm gonna move the cameras back here.
I think we definitely are, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it this round.
Do you want me to salt before we start salt? Do you want me to start before we salt?
Sure, yes, that'd be fine. Sorry for the dizziness, everybody. Probably like throwing up over there if you're watching.
Coming, Andy?
All right. All right, so, I'll let Andy get down here. We got open. Yeah, so we can use 5 people. Not everybody has to have a suit. We do have an open, but. And Macy needs to get out of the way.
I always think that's some massive bug.
You gotta pull it up.
14.
Yeah. My dog's hearing the drone and she's like,
Yeah.
all right, so I'm gonna have one person on the tub with the pouring the salt in. Who wants to do that? You want to do it or you want to? Okay. We're gonna have Andy. You don't have to wear anything special, probably just the face shield and some gloves. What I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna walk up, open the door, and if there's any stuff to open the door, and take the stick with you.
I dropped that off.
Yeah, it's okay.
And
Open it right there on the cord.
so you use you.
Okay, yeah. I'll put your little back on the cord. Yep. All right. So Andy, you'll walk up, open the door, and take the stick with you. Joel, you can grab that contraption there. That will lean in front of the.
Yep.
That will lean in, once it's all the way open, you'll just lean that up. and-
This side towards,
Yeah.
like, just how it is.
Aaron, you'll be coming for that, but also grab the stick and push in any wood that's in the way. Small, here you go. I got, oh, you got to open a little bit, okay. And then once we're done salting, Aaron can come back, grab the bottom one. Joe, you come back and grab that one. And then one of us will stoke and we'll close the door. So, and you get the blower and my Kevin.
Oh yeah, it's marked and everything.
I know, but oh, here it is. That's the salt stick. Right where you filed it. Yeah, exactly. Right where I filed it.
And then I'll put in wood right after we're done.
Yeah, one of us can. We'll see. Yeah, you can. It's fine. I just stepped on the cord and pulled it out on the socket. Go ahead and fill that up one more time. Alrighty. Hold on, let me hold the low.
You go first with the lower one?
Yeah. No, you can do that first, because then her face won't be right in all the heat.
Oh, well, that's true, yeah.
All right, go ahead, Andy. Oh, but then it's hard for you to move stuff out of the way.
Looks good.
There you go.
Taking it away?
Yep. Yep. All right. Yeah, I probably need to tie that on. Like make a knot out of it.
Raging.
Oh, yeah. Even in the summer,
Some friends from out of town or something. They were a secret free. I said you were fired.
Now, we side stoking?
Yeah, we need to do that, and I think it's this side's turn.
Okay.
Cone side.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, Aaron, how many times do y'all put salt in?
Usually twice.
Two?
Okay.
Are we gonna side salt?
Yeah, we are. But we'll have to stoke the front again before we do that. So,
I don't remember, it's been a while.
yeah. It's almost like we've never done this before.
I know. Well, it's just long enough.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Standing here.
Why? Why? I don't know, why? Justice, why don't we know? Justice! Justice! Justice!
Doing nothing. Doing nothing.
And did you get some rest?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Good.
That's a long shift, that midnight to 6 a.m.
Yeah, I enjoyed it though. I've been 3 wood fires and 2 of them are night shifts. That one was interesting because it was.
Exactly 1 hour. So we salt one more time. We salt the stoke the front.
Let's come in
Salt
here.
each side. I guess we need to get those boards ready.
Yes.
And then salt that board. Yeah, and
Way
then
over there.
salt the front again.
Andrew, I'm so glad you're here.
Aaron, do you want to show Joel what to do?
Yeah, Aaron, show Joel what to do.
Oh, yeah, I did. So you can send out a bigger, then we can put on a line. We'll put one up and one in. So when you put it up, you'll want to go put your shelf here, because of the way the bricks are, there's like, you know, there's an inch or so in between the floor. So you gotta be careful, because if you don't put it in and keep it level, we get stuck in the floor. Does that make sense? So when you put it in, just keep it like, kind of level, until you get past this side of the brick, and then you can shove it. That's the only issue I think that we run into.
Well,
Yeah, one at a
If
time.
there's something that can go wrong, it'll probably happen to me, so.
Well, I mean,
It's a
as
story of my
long as
life.
you get most of this out in the kiln, I think it's fine.
Are you getting them wet before you install them?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got that white bucket over there?
The what?
The white bucket on top of the.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, that got bumped.
Does it have to be really long?
I think we typically do longer ones.
Tang, if you're still here, how do I manage the shifts? No, people, if they come in from out of town, they'll find a place to stay. But I do 6-hour shifts as as a standard.
Yeah, I mean, this one's huge. How many do we need?
So we'll be salting again here.
You're good. Look at you.
It'll go for it this moment.
Sorry for those that got lost there on the connection.
So it doesn't tip.
Are you using that one? Are you using that one?
I think
That's the cheap one.
It's work.
I really think.
Yeah, it's back now. Sorry about that.
The biggest one's been its half. That one's
Oh, yeah.
every other time. That one.
Which one?
I don't know.
No, choose one.
Do we want to do a front stoking in this or this in the front stoking?
You get ready to install again.
Front and side.
Yeah, trying to decide. We might as well salt again. If everybody wants to
Yep.
be ready.
Hear what you said?
Huh?
Said, what if everyone doesn't want to be ready?
I don't want salt. I want to go home.
I want to go home.
Amazed at the blowback. Yeah, it's compared to the other one.
Yeah.
I'll go back.
Hand over it?
Yeah.
Let's throw it in your face. Mine does that.
Yeah. Well, and when it ran out, you plugged it back in, it went poof.
Yeah.
It was like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
Salt everywhere. All right. All right, I'm ready when you are.
customer.
Oh, okay. We're good.
Did you get all the salt
You're
out?
now hosting the live feed.
Yeah.
Start answering questions.
Yeah.
Joel, get a
Part of our stipulation was that I do not do that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to side soak on my side this time? Probably. She just stoked her salt, so. You gonna do that right now?
Check that other side.
Do a salt stoke or, yeah, I guess so.
Hang on, two seconds. I get this brick in. You don't accidentally shove it out.
We could put that in. Yeah.
Alright, that should be good.
So, you want me to solve it?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
One up in the top and one down in the bottom of the small hole there.
I'll do the bottom first.
This one I think, so I don't hit the other side.
All right. Sorry to everybody on Instagram, but somebody's here to buy something, and I need my phone to run the square. So we'll be back in a minute.
So we'll do that one more time for each side.
Yep, that's it.
It still seemed like it wanted to tilt down at the end there. Is that normal?
Yes, it
Okay.
does there towards the end, but that's what you're trying to prevent it from in the beginning,
Yeah.
because it'll just end up slinging everything off.
Yeah.
And I've had it get caught on the floor for it, and you can't move it anymore.
Oh.
Panicking because you don't know what to do.
Is there a rest halfway through down on that bottom one? No, but there is on the
Although there
top.
should be.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. We'll put on a request for that.
Absolutely.
Submit it to corporate.
Just lay a brick in there, or
Yeah. I mean, it should, yeah, I would think so. We'll send it to our union rep.
What'd you say?
Send it to the union rep.
The union rep.
look.
And we'll get it within the next 40 to 65.
In the next kiln. You just make it permanent, and you can trip on it every time you load.
You forgot to wad the front brick and the kilns, or the cones were on the bottom. And just set the brick on the floor. And we had to walk around that the entire first time. I tripped on that helmet.
It's like right before the edge too.
Yeah. It really hurt him to get it out too.
I bet it
Like,
did.
he was
Yeah.
pretty upset.
Well, and he was set on ripping all the bricks out, and I was like, why don't you just fill it with castable?
Yeah. That's what he did.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, you can even tell, castable,
Which is the stuff on the top of the arch, that's castable. So it's a kind of cement basically.
He's answering our question. All right, well, I had to end the Instagram live stream, so we'll probably just go ahead and end the, it's been 158 minutes, so it's been a while. But I wasn't talking all that time, obviously. But appreciate you guys being here. We're going to finish we're done with salting the front. We'll put salt in the other side. Oh, we've already done that.
Yep.
We'll do salt in each side again one more time, and then we'll be done with that. We have to fire for a full hour after that to clear out all the excess salt, and then we shut it down. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. We'll be back Tuesday morning for a live stream of the unloading, and we'll see if you can make it then. All right, y'all have a great day.